Inspired action is not performative and it's not manipulative. And I'm addressing this today because I had somebody who was kind of confused with inspired action, and I just want to bring clarity, or at least how I've understood it and how I've applied it in my life. So, a lot of us have been told if you were the person who has it, you would be thinking and acting this way. That's from like the people who are teaching act as if. And it's tricky, guys, when you learn act as if, because immediately your mind goes to performance. Like, I have to perform a certain way. And it's not about that, it's about what is going on in the mind. So let's go ahead and say I woke up today and I really wanted to get myself a Starbucks coffee. And I am still not the identity that has abundance in their life. So what am I going to do? I am going to go to the countertop, make myself a coffee, but internally I tell myself, I have more than enough money. I'm always provided for. I always have more than is needed. I have so much money. I make X amount of dollars a day. I'm so financially secure and I'm set. And I go on and I just make my coffee and I acknowledge I don't have that money in the bank yet. So because I understand how reality works, then I know that the only thing that matters is what I did in here, not what I performed out here to meet the 3D reality and what's going on in it. It's what I told myself up here. Because I've said this before, guys, we have to maintain a balance of our two functions. We have the human character, and then we also have our consciousness, which is where everything is born from, right? But right now, if I'm already living in shitty 3D circumstances and I have to pay bills, then I'm going to prioritize my bills, and therefore avoiding myself from being stressed out, while knowing that in due time, I am going to be able to afford my coffee, because in here, I'm telling myself how abundant I am. And inspired action is a byproduct of your dominant identity or state, or just the thoughts that you keep entertaining or going back to when your desire comes to mind. So if I were to come downstairs and tell myself like, oh, I really want a Starbucks coffee today. Oh shit, but I'm supposed to be the identity who has it. And then now I'm trying to figure out how to go and get my Starbucks coffee, because otherwise I'm implying that I don't have abundance. Do you see how that right there is not in flow with a calm mindset of someone who knows that they're the power and that what they're declaring must be? Right then, you're being like triggered by the 3D, and then you want to be performative. Then you want to manipulate and see what you can do. Inspired action isn't something that you really question, guys. It is something that flows through you from your desire. So if you find yourself asking, am I doing inspired action? Then try not to worry too much about that, and instead go into trust of your desire, because your desire takes care of everything. It takes care of the emotions that are born from that identity, right? So when you're being an identity of lack, you feel a lot of anxiety and worry and fear. Well, the more you nourish and you maintain a good mindset on like what you want, what your preferred reality is, then those emotions flow in, the inspired action flows in, the thoughts that are in alignment with what you desire, the people, the circumstances, the events. Your desire will then begin to flow through you for you. Every opportunity in the 3D that you may find triggering or reminding to you that the SP isn't here, or the health or the money, that's the perfect opportunity for you to say, like, instead of being triggered, although I feel uncomfortable in mind, I'm going to keep giving myself what I want and allow the inspired action to then flow naturally through me. But if you choose the identity of lack and the SP isn't here and I'm still feeling like shit and I only have $10 in the bank account, then what do you think your inspired action is going to be from feeding that identity? It's going to be trying to act from urgency, trying to act from panic, from anger or annoyance or fear. And the inspired action is always very natural. You probably won't realize you even were inspired to do anything because it will become so natural to you. There is a lot of people that they got the desire to go for a walk and they met the right person there. They decided to pick up the phone and scroll just like any other day, and an opportunity was offered. Or they decided to post a certain thing and it went viral. There's just so many different ways, guys, that our desires unfold through us, that we aren't even aware of it until long after. So I hope you guys understood this. Thank you so much for watching.